Hello dear friends, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you have been here before. Most of you already know that on this channel I post my trading session and this video won't be an exception. So basically, without any more talking, let's just get into the video. But before you start watching it, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel because I post on a regular basis, and like this video because it's going to be super useful for you, and don't forget to turn on the notifications not to miss out on my new videos. Let's get to the video. Okay guys, let's get started. A little more than $50 on the account. The deals will be opened on a minute time frame. We're going to be opening for the maximum sum of the deposit. As you already see, all the currency pairs have been picked and the combination of the indicators also has been picked. It's going to be parabolic, fractal, and MACD. Let's put the period on the MACD for 13. And today we're going to be trading using the settings. MACD will kind of be the mood of the market for us. That's why we need it for our mains will be fractal and parabolic, but the main is going to be fractal, of course. We're going to be relying mostly on it. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's pick the currency pair with the best percentage. So here we will be opening a deal to decrease. We're taking the lead. We see that there was no initial breakthrough according to the parabolic. Let's highlight this corridor of the movement. Here we see the touch of these zones, after which the movement has gone down. I think that here will be pretty much the same, and the movement is supposed to go down. We're taking the lead, as I've already said. We'll also see a good breakdown, less than 30 seconds until the end. In fact, this corridor of the price, this particular zone of it, resistance zone, has worked and the movement has gone down. By the way, right now we have a very noticeable spike, and in theory the deal should close right here, but it closed there. Nevertheless, we have a good breakdown, and our first deal is closed profitably. Nothing difficult, nothing complex. Let's keep going. Let's choose the next currency pair, pick the best entry. So here the movement went up. We're going to end until the candle finishes. We're going to observe where it will go. Yes, let's purchase. We're now going to be playing on the counter trend. We're going to play according to the trend. This is our counter trend. I highlighted it. And from this zone, the movement is going down. But as I've said, we're not playing on the counter trend. We're playing according to the trend and according to the upper dynamic. Before there was a pullback, there was no breakthrough according to the parabolic, and this signifies that our movement should go up. Also, according to the MACD, we see a reverse as well. The breakdown is happening. Yes, we have quite even dynamic on the graph. And until the end, we have less than 10 seconds. Nothing really to add here. Another positively closed deal, guys. Let's change the sum of the deal. Let's pick the next currency pair, continue our analytics as always. Okay, look what we have here. So here we're also opening to sell. Let's highlight the working zone. I'm going to explain the rule of the entry. Also pretty simple. Here we see an overlap according to the parabolic. Before there was a very characteristic upper dynamic, particular pullback. A touch of this resistance zone is happening in all of the places. The movement has gone down. I think that this movement will not be an exception. And in this corridor of the price, we understand the dynamic of the direction, and in theory, our movement should go down. The new candle should also go down, and indeed, I think the deal was opened absolutely correctly. We already observe a little pullback, a little breakdown, good volatility. The dynamic of the movement is very strong, but more of a downward one. And until the end, we have just a few more seconds. We went to zero, but nothing to be scared of, really nothing to be worried about. Let's just continue, pick the next currency pair and make some good results. Here we see a very strong pullback. I think that it's better to open the deal according to the trend. We see more of a downward dynamic according to the MACD, kind of the mood of the market. Everything is also going down. Our histograms are below, not a very big volatility, and after this pullback I think the movement will go down continuously. Also there was a touch of the resistance zone in this corridor of the price, and I think that the movement is supposed to go down. That's why we opened to sell. We didn't play in the counter trend. We have opened according to the trend. We already observed a good breakdown, approximately 20 seconds until the end. Let's just observe. I don't think that there is any need for any further explanation. Everything is crystal clear. And our deal is profitable. Again, one more time, let's just change the sum of the deal, pick the next currency pair, continue our analysis. Okay, here we're definitely opening to purchase again. We're stopping on this currency pair because here we observe some kind of lateral movement, and it's pretty understandable. Here we have a strong support zone. You can see it with your own eyes. A lot of rebounds happening from the zone, and I think that this particular zone should not be an exception as long as we see the breakthrough on the parabolic and the movement went down. Should have gone down, in fact, a little earlier. The local minimum should update and the movement should go up. Maybe it will stay, but the breakdown should happen anyway. Here, right now, the price is in need of green candles to go a little higher on a higher level because we have a strong movement to decrease, and until the end we have about 2 seconds, and we went to zero again, but nothing to worry about. We didn't make a mistake. Let's just keep going. Pick the next currency pairs. Okay, here we're straight away opening to purchase. Also, we're going to play from the support zone, highlighting the working zone. We're opening according to the trend. Let's straight away highlight the dynamic and the direction of the trend. I want to draw such a corridor. Let me do it a little more accurate. Yes, such a corridor. You see it. From the zone, there was a very strong pullback, the touch of the support zone. We have quite a strong support zone, and after this pullback there should be a breakdown. That's what we're playing on. As you see, it's kind of happening right now. The support zone has worked. There's an overlap according to the parabolic, and indeed it's a great sign for a successful finish. A few seconds left until the end. And our deal is successful. Let's change the sum of the deal, guys. You see, we're making money. Let's continue our trading. So here we're right away opening to sell. A good breakdown in my opinion. The movement is supposed to go down. We have taken the lead a little bit. A very strong breakdown happened. We kind of beating on that. If we look at the dynamic of the movement, there was no such strong breakdown. It means that after this breakdown there should be a further pullback and the movement is supposed to go down again. We're taking the lead, as I've already mentioned. In 30 seconds the deal will close. I think that this time would be just enough for me to close the deal profitably. Pressure on the price peak in the zone, and I think that right at the end of the deal there should be a breakdown and our deal should close successfully, as always. A little less than 10 seconds left until the end. Let's observe the movement. And as I've said, the deal is closed positively. Let's refresh the page. refresh the sum of the deal, and I want to put $1,000. Let's pick the next currency pair, continue our analytics. In fact, here we see a touch. Seems like we have more of a downward dynamic. I don't believe that. That's why I'm going to open a deal to purchase. We see a really noticeable flat movement here. Let's highlight it from the zone. We can highlight the reverse on the MACD. So we have the strongest breakdown. We can highlight the pullback. We can right away highlight the support zone, which is very strong in this particular area. Look how many breakdowns have already happened, how many rebounds have already happened, and generally I suppose that it's also going to work and the breakdown should happen. Also, we see an overlap according to the parabolic and basically absolutely confident entry into the deal to my mind. Let's observe the movement. And our deal is closed successfully. Look at the last seconds. In the last seconds, we were quite lucky. The signal was not misleading. You see the breakdown. Generally, it's still happening. We did everything correctly, so you can judge yourself. Let's not talk for too long. Just continue the trading and continue our analysis. We have very strong downward dynamic. That's why we're going to open the deals to sell. Let's highlight the working zone, a little lateral movement. The flat movement happening. There was a touch with the resistance zone, quite a strong resistance zone for this particular area of the movement. Before there was a great breakdown, and consequently I think that the movement is supposed to go down. Also, we had a breakthrough on the parabolic in this area. There was also an overlap of the sliding lines to decrease according to MACD. And basically, that's a confident sign that the deal is supposed to be opened to sell. We already have a good breakdown, around 10 seconds until the end. Great level of opening. Even the upward candle cannot do us any harm. And our deals are closed positively. We have a profit of $4,000 on the deposit. Let's keep going. Let's choose the next currency pair. Let's come back to the highest percentage on the currency pairs. Here we see a breakdown happening. More of an upward dynamic. Let's open also according to the trend. We're not playing on the counter trend. Let's highlight the working zone and we can take our counter trend. Yes, here it is. We're not playing on it as I've said because the breakdown has already happened. That's why we're playing according to the trend. After this pullback, the touch of this corridor, the movement, which is a little lower, the price is supposed to rebound and then it's going to go according to the trend. That's the logic that we're applying. On the MACD, we also see that the movement of the sliding lines is happening above the mark of 0. We won't be mistaken if we open the deal to purchase. A few seconds left until the end. And yes, other profitable deals, you guys. $7,600 on the account, and to consolidate the result, let's open our final deals for the sum of $7,000. Let's again pick the maximum percentage that's convenient for us. Okay, here it seems like the breakdown is kind of wanting to happen. That's why let's come back to this currency pair. Here we see an update of the price minimum. The trend is a downward one, lateral movement dominating, a good breakdown, the entry into this corridor, but it seems like more of a downward dynamic wants to dominate. So let's find a good entry for the deal, into the deal, sorry. We're going to wait a few more seconds. And let's open to sell. I think that it's great that we actually got into this lateral movement. Let's highlight the working zone. and pay attention to this particular area of the movement, to this move. Strong drop, a strong player has entered the market. That's why we see such a drastic drop. Then there was a flat, quite a standard situation, after which there should be a continuous movement down. The next price maximum should update according to the MACD. We can also say that the movement is in the zone that's below zero. The sliding is also down. We observe a good pullback. Here we have a breakthrough according to the parabolic, and we're sure did everything correctly. The deal is supposed to be opened to sell according to the trend, about 5 seconds until the end. Perfect entry, and our deals are closed profitably. $13,700 on the account today. So guys, I hope that you liked this trading session. Please, if you have any questions at all, don't forget to write them in the comment section down below. If you have any comments, if you have any hesitations, make sure that you write them, because I want to see your answers, to see your comments. And thank you for the feedback. See you in the next video.